आप देखिए, आप जैसे जैसे मैं पढ़ाते जाऊंगा, अभी तो ये पहली बेसिक क्लास है, इट विल टेक अराउंड 1 और 2 क्लास, ताकि आपकी फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच हो जाए मुझसे। और याद रखिएगा, सब्जेक्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है, साथ में ये एग्जाम आप इजीली क्रैक कर सकते हो, बस आपको रेगुलर क्लासेस करनी पड़ेगी। ओके ओके ओके, देन अब देखते हैं जरा, दिस इज अ नेटवर्क थ्योरी। यू कैन स्कैन दिस कोड ना, ये आप कोड इसको स्कैन कर सकते हैं, जिससे आपको टेलीग्राम चैनल पे आई विल अपलोड द पीडीएफ एंड यू कैन आल्सो डाउनलोड द पीडीएफ। तो दिस इज द बेसिक्स ऑफ नेटवर्क गाइस, राइट? तो बेसिक्स ऑफ नेटवर्क वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद दिस। देन तो ये है लेक्चर 1, एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल माय इंट्रोडक्शन, माई सेल्फ संजय राठी, right? I'm having around 24 years of teaching experience. I have qualified and selected for engineering services exam that is conducted by UPSC, Union Public Service Commission. Okay, these are my ranks: AIR 16 in ECE 2005, AIR 21 in ECE 2008, and I have trained more than 1 lakh students for various competitive exams, and that is my simple profile. Okay, and these are my areas, and I have dealt with the number of students through offline classes and online classes. So you can scan this code. So this is my introduction. तो कितने लोग हैं जो मुझे पहले से जानते हैं यहाँ? Yes or no? Then अब first of all, basics of network. There are number of topics. I'm going to start with the basics of the network. Already you have the planner for that. आपने डाउनलोड कर लिया प्लानर? प्लानर पूरा डाउनलोड किया? यस और नो? टाइम टेबल, शेड्यूल, कौन सी क्लास कहाँ है, अराउंड 30 क्लासेस हमने प्लान किया, और एक्स्ट्रा जरूरत लगेगी तो और भी प्लान करेंगे। तो ये शॉर्ट टर्म, दिस इज नॉट अ शॉर्ट टर्म कोर्स, वी आर गोइंग टू डील विद दिस व्हाट इन वेरी डिटेल मैनर. We will solve number of questions, previous year question from ISRO paper, and all important questions from engineering services and what GATE examination. Okay, then books. Normally we have to solve some questions from what textbook. If you want to get the command, then you can follow these two books. First one is what Sadiku, Alexander and Sadiku. If you have 6th edition or 7th edition, you can follow. You can solve the question, solve numericals. First of all, try to solve numericals, then what? Unsolved numericals. Second है आपकी what? Van Valkenburg. ये एक अच्छी बुक है, लेकिन this is for what? Especially for other competitive exams, or you can go through the theory. But first of all, follow the notes, then you have to solve simple numericals from this book. कुछ नहीं करना है आपको, numerical selected numericals ही solve करना है यहाँ से. And first of all, instructions for you guys. Is it visible everyone? Instructions first. तो ये है, that is important instruction. देखो हमेशा ना जब क्लास में आ रहे हो ना, तो आप कैजुअल मत लीजिएगा, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज इट इज अ टेक्निकल पेपर. तो आपको क्या करना है? पेन, नोटबुक, कैलकुलेटर वैसे तो देखो इसरो में अलाउड नहीं है, लेकिन अभी आपको कोई फास्ट कैलकुलेशन करनी है या और कोई एग्जाम देना है तो कैलकुलेटर का यूज कीजिए, वर्चुअल कैलकुलेटर. लेकिन वर्चुअल कैलकुलेटर इसरो में अलाउड नहीं है कैलकुलेटर, तो पेन नोटबुक लेकर बैठिए. सेकंड है रेगुलरिटी एंड पंक्चुअलिटी. ये आप रेगुलर अगर लाइव क्लासेस अटेंड कर रहे हो तो आपको कोई भी पेंडिंग कोर्सेज नहीं रहेंगे. इसको मिसयूज मत कीजिए कि रिकॉर्डेड है तो मैं क्लास छोड़ देता हूं, बाद में कंप्लीट कर लूंगा, तो बहुत ज्यादा पेंडिंग काम होगा, आपका एग्जाम नहीं निकाल पाओगे. ये बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. ट्राई टू अटेंड व्हाट? लाइव क्लासेस. बिल्कुल आपको ऐसा करना है कि ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, अगर क्लास अटेंड नहीं की तो मिस हो जाएगी क्लास, दोबारा आपको क्लास नहीं मिलेगी, ऐसा सोच के कीजिए. नो डाउट रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स होगा, लेकिन वो मेडिकल इमरजेंसी या कोई और इमरजेंसी के लिए, ऐसा रेगुलर आप मिस मत कीजिए, पेंडिंग काम होगा, राइट? और जब आपकी क्लास चल रही है तो प्लीज कमेंट्स ज्यादा मत कीजिए, चैट मत कीजिए, ताकि आप पूरा फोकस कर सको. एट द एंड आई विल गिव यू द टाइम फॉर डाउट. क्विजेज अगर होते हैं, जैसा भी आपका शेड्यूल है, वो क्विज अटेंड कीजिए, और जो भी स्टडी प्लान है उसको फॉलो कीजिए. ये इंस्ट्रक्शंस रहेगा 1-2 दिन, आपको ये फॉलो करना है. इज देयर इज एनी डाउट गाइस रिगार्डिंग दिस? अगर देखो, अगर आप क्लियर करना चाहते हो तो थोड़े इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करने होंगे आपको, बहुत ही स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो करने होंगे. कोच या जो भी हम लोग यहाँ पर मेंटोर है आपके, हमारा काम है आपका सिलेक्शन करवाना, तो पॉसिबल नहीं है अगर आपने इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो नहीं किए तो। ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में थोड़ा और ज्यादा डिसिप्लिन जरूरी है। ओके देन, ओके देन, थैंक यू। तो बाकी सब भी बता दो भाई, अपने यस तो लिख दो, कम से कम अटेंडेंस हो जाएगी आप लोगों की। नाउ अब देखते हैं जरा कि क्या है सिलेबस और कैसे हम लोग कवर करने। आपने प्लानर तो देख ही लिया है। देन देखो, फर्स्ट जब हम बात कर रहे हैं ना बेसिक्स, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द बेसिक्स मीन्स जस्ट क्वेश्चंस एकदम बेसिक से आते हैं। फ्रॉम व्हाट चार्ज लाइक दिस, व्हाट इज क्यू, व्हाट इज पावर, relation between Q and current, write a graph, how to calculate the slope, area, and so on. First of all, we will learn just basics of what network or what circuit theory. Then important is what R, L, and what C, resistor, inductor, and capacitor. Second part, that is what series connection, parallel connection, voltage division rule, current division rule. Okay, और सर्किट, सिंपल सर्किट, हाउ टू गेट द वोल्टेज अक्रॉस द रजिस्टर, इंडक्टर और व्हाट कैपेसिटर। तो ये थोड़ा सा बेसिक देखेंगे। सीरीज कनेक्शन, पैरेलल कनेक्शन, अबाउट द रजिस्टर, अबाउट द इंडक्टर, अबाउट द कैपेसिटर। फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इज अ एनर्जी डिसिपेटिंग एलिमेंट, these two are what, energy storing elements, L and C. Then we will get the idea about voltage and current sources. Voltage and current sources, guys. Voltage and current sources means जैसे अभी मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कराऊंगा जो इसरो एग्जाम में आया है कि वोल्टेज और करंट सोर्स को हमने पैरेलल में लगाया तो कौन सा एक्चुअली होगा, इफेक्टिवली क्या होगा। तो ये इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं फ्रॉम वोल्टेज एंड करंट सोर्सेज। देन कनेक्शंस, आइडियल, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन आइडियल वोल्टेज सोर्स एंड प्रैक्टिकल वोल्टेज एंड करंट सोर्सेज। तो ये पूरा डिटेल में देखने के बाद में फिर अब आपका आता है, then we will get the command over what, KCL and KVL, Kirchhoff's current law, Kirchhoff's voltage law, number of questions, so that we can avoid the silly mistakes. Okay, then after that important is what, mesh and nodal analysis, how to solve question by using this। इस पर आपके क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, मैश एंड नोडल एनालिसिस, वोल्टेज एंड करंट सोर्सेज, ये सब मिक्स होकर फिर आपके क्वेश्चंस बनने लग जाते हैं। सब ये पार्ट है बेसिक्स का। ओके, उसके बाद इसी में आता है स्टार डेल्टा कन्वर्जन, स्टार डेल्टा कन्वर्जन। तो ये हो गया आपके पूरा आप एक मान लो कि एक बंच है जिस पर आपका पूरा बेसिक्स तैयार हो गया। ओके, कि आपको क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व करना है। एंड देन गाइज फिर आते हैं थ्योरम्स, नेटवर्क थ्योरम्स। तो व्हाट आर द नेटवर्क थ्योरम्स? थेवेनिन्स, नॉर्टन्स, सुपरपोजिशन थ्योरम, ओके, मैक्सिमम पावर ट्रांसफर थ्योरम। तो नॉर्मली वी आर यूजिंग दिस। कोई भी किसी को भी बोलोगे ना आप, थेवेनिन्स आता है, ओके, नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम आती है, ओके, और आपका डिपेंडेंट सोर्सेस, इंडिपेंडेंट सोर्सेस पे आपके क्वेश्चंस आ जाएंगे, है ना। मैक्सिमम पावर ट्रांसफर थ्योरम, तो नॉर्मली गेट में यहां से क्वेश्चंस आते ही हैं। लेकिन यहां पर ना हम लोग एक दो और थ्योरम है, जैसे कि मिलमैन्स थ्योरम, टेलीगन्स थ्योरम, रेसिप्रोसिटी थ्योरम, राइट, और कॉम्पनसेशन थ्योरम। तो ये जो है ना, ये थोड़ा सा जो इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज के सिलेबस में है और ये गेट के सिलेबस में भी है, तो वहां पर हमको थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा। बाकी तो आप कॉमन जो है हम तो क्वेश्चंस बनाते ही हैं, तो पूरे थ्योरम्स पे A to Z हम लोग कमांड करेंगे। देन थ्योरम्स के बाद आप देखोगे टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क। सीक्वेंस चेंज हो सकता है, सीक्वेंस प्लानर, अकॉर्डिंग टू प्लानर चलेंगे हम लोग। टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क में Z पैरामीटर, Y पैरामीटर, H पैरामीटर, ABCD पैरामीटर, इन पे क्वेश्चंस हम लोगों को सॉल्व करना है, राइट। Z, Y, H, ABCD पैरामीटर्स एंड सो ऑन। तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट एक टॉपिक हो गया। देन यहां हम लोग लैटिस इक्विवेलेंट नेटवर्क पर भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, लैटिस नेटवर्क पे। बार्लेट्स बाइसेक्शन थ्योरम भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा, व्हाट इज द बार्लेट्स बाइसेक्शन थ्योरम, हाउ वी कैन सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन दैट। ओके, कैसे नेटवर्क को सॉल्व करते हैं इजी तरीके से, जितना इजी से इजी मेथड होगा वो हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे। और साथ में क्वेश्चंस ऑन व्हाट ब्लैक बॉक्स, यहां से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, ठीक है। तो ये आएगा टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क। देन सबसे जो अच्छे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं इन इसरो एग्जामिनेशन वो है ट्रांजिएंट, ट्रांजिएंट्स फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन के साथ फर्स्ट ऑर्डर ट्रांजिएंट एंड सेकंड ऑर्डर। तो दिस वन इज द वेरी वेरी कॉन्सेप्चुअल थिंग, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर। यहां से आपके क्वेश्चन जो है ना बहुत अच्छे क्वेश्चंस बनते हैं फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ऑर्डर ट्रांजिएंट। आरसी सर्किट, आरएल सर्किट, वेरी सिंपल आरसी एंड व्हाट आरएल सर्किट। प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन आप देखिएगा, नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन दिस टॉपिक, इस पर बहुत अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस आए फर्स्ट ऑर्डर ट्रांजिएंट एंड सेकंड ऑर्डर ट्रांजिएंट पे। फिर है अब आपके एक बार आपने इतने में अगर अच्छे से कमांड कर ली ना, तो फिर छोटे छोटे बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हैं, जैसे कि म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस आ गया, राइट। एक और टॉपिक जो बड़ा है वो है स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस ऑफ साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल, स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस ऑफ साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल। स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस ऑफ साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल। तो यहां पर हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल क्या है, फेजर कैसे बनाते हैं, एंड देन वी विल सॉल्व क्वेश्चंस। अब पॉइंट ध्यान देना, ये जो टॉपिक है इस पर ही बेस्ड आते हैं। अगेन थ्योरम्स पढ़ना होगा, थेवेनिन्स थ्योरम, नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम, मैक्सिमम एवरेज पावर ट्रांसफर थ्योरम, ये जो होता है इस पर बनता है स्टडी स्टेट एनालिसिस ऑफ व्हाट साइनोसॉइडल सिग्नल। फिर आपने पढ़ा होगा पावर फैक्टर, कॉम्प्लेक्स पावर के बारे में सुना होगा, फेजर। तो ये आपको यहां से कमांड करनी होगी, राइट। कॉम्प्लेक्स पावर कैसे निकालना है, पावर फैक्टर कैसे निकालना है, फेजर का मतलब क्या होता है, थ्योरम्स कैसे लगाई जाती है, मैक्सिमम एवरेज पावर ट्रांसफर थ्योरम का क्या मतलब है, ओके। नॉर्मल केस में क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व किए जाते हैं, कॉम्प्लेक्स पे पूरा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना होगा इस टॉपिक पर। इसीलिए मैंने इसको सीक्वेंस थोड़ा सा बाद में रखा है, ताकि एक बार डीसी ट्रांजिएंट आपको समझ में आ जाए, एक बार बेसिक्स में पूरे डीसी में कमांड हो जाए, देन उसके बाद हम लोग एंटर करेंगे एसी सिग्नल में, राइट। तो ये है, इसलिए मैंने अपने सीक्वेंस को इस तरीके से मैनेज किया हुआ है। उसके बाद छोटे छोटे टॉपिक्स यहां पर आ गया, एक बार आपने इस पे कमांड कर ली, देन फिर अदर रेजोनेंस, इस पर काफी अच्छे क्वेश्चन आते हैं, सीरीज रेजोनेंस, पैरेलल रेजोनेंस, ओके। वंस यू विल गेट द आइडिया अबाउट द सीरीज रेजोनेंस, पैरेलल रेजोनेंस, तो आप क्या सॉल्व कर सकते हो, फिल्टर कैसे बनाते हैं, लो पास फिल्टर, हाई पास फिल्टर। तो यहां पर इसके साथ साथ ही हम लोगों को पता चल जाएगा, बेसिक्स पढ़ना है यहाँ पर फिल्टर, फिर एनालॉग में मैं और डिटेल में पढ़ाऊंगा आपको फिल्टर्स। तो यहां आ गया फिल्टर्स, बेसिक्स ऑफ फिल्टर्स लाइक व्हाट, लो पास, हाई पास, बैंड पास, राइट, और बैंड रिजेक्ट फिल्टर। नॉर्मली वी आर गेटिंग क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दिस। अब आपको ये पता है, अगर आपने ये कौन से फिल्टर्स होंगे, अगर आप नेटवर्क और सर्किट थ्योरी में पढ़ रहे हो, तो ये जो फिल्टर्स होंगे ना, ये बेसिक फिल्टर्स है, मतलब पैसिव फिल्टर्स है, पैसिव, नॉट एक्टिव फिल्टर्स, पैसिव फिल्टर्स। यहां कोई एक्टिव एलिमेंट इन्वॉल्व नहीं है। तो जब एक्टिव एलिमेंट इन्वॉल्व हो जाता है, जैसे ऑपरेशनल एम्पलीफायर, देन इट इज कॉल्ड व्हाट, एक्टिव फिल्टर्स। तो ये जो टॉपिक आएगा एक्टिव फिल्टर्स का, वो रिलेटेड है व्हाट, एनालॉग से। तो एनालॉग में आप इसको कवर कर सकते हैं, ये पूरा ये एनालॉग में कवर होगा एक्टिव फिल्टर्स। वो भी टॉपिक मैं ही लेने वाला हूं, बहुत डिटेल में मैं आपको बताऊंगा, इसलिए याद रखना। एक बार आपने मेरे साथ नेटवर्क पढ़ा, KCL KVL थ्योरम्स में कमांड हो गई, देखिएगा आप एनालॉग ऐसा लगेगा बिल्कुल इजी तरीके से चल रहा है दोनों तीनों। फिर उसके बाद EDC भी मुझे लेना है, माइक्रोवेव मुझे पढ़ाना है, तो ध्यान रखिएगा, पूरे टॉपिक इस बार बहुत सिस्टमैटिक ढंग से पढ़ाऊंगा, तो सब आपको लगेगा वाकई सब एक दूसरे से रिलेटेड है, सब एक दूसरे से रिलेटेड सब्जेक्ट है। तो ये है पैसिव फिल्टर्स। अब मैंने आपको बताया जैसे इसी रेजोनेंस में के बाद में आपका आ जाता है म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस, कपल्ड सर्किट, थोड़ा बेसिक ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मर, राइट, कपल्ड सर्किट है, बेसिक्स ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मर, थोड़ा बेसिक आइडिया अबाउट व्हाट ग्राफ थ्योरी, कट सेट शेड्यूल, टाई सेट शेड्यूल, ओके, एंड हाउ टू फाइंड द टी, नंबर ऑफ टीज कितने बनेंगे, वो सब पूरा ग्राफ थ्योरी के बारे में। तो ये छोटे छोटे टॉपिक्स हैं जिसको हम लोग कवर करेंगे, ठीक है। एक और छोटा सा आता है जैसे लोकस डायग्राम, ओके। अब क्या लगा आपको ये सिलेबस देख के बताइए। सबसे पहला काम है कि आपने बोला देखो मैंने इसको लिखा, आप बोलेंगे सर प्लानर तो मिला हुआ है, व्हाई यू आर राइटिंग, यस प्लानर तो अपने हिसाब से वो मैंने ही सेट करके दिया हुआ है, लेकिन हमको पहले दिन दिमाग में 2-3 बार आप सिलेबस लिखिए, आपको सेट होना चाहिए कि मुझे क्या क्या टॉपिक्स पढ़ने हैं। ज्यादातर जो न्यू स्टूडेंट्स हैं ना, उनको यही नहीं पता कि सिलेबस में कवर क्या क्या करना है। जब एक बार कंप्लीट सिलेबस कवर होगा, उसके बाद आप प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस बनाएंगे तो आपको आइडिया लगेगा कि इन्हीं टॉपिक्स पर कैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। कई बार क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स बिना सिलेबस कवर किए राइट जस्ट वो कमांड करते हैं, तो ये यहाँ पर एक प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी, इसको ध्यान दीजिएगा। तो दिस इज अबाउट द KCL KVL मैथ्स एंड नोडल, स्टार डेल्टा, network theorems, two port network, lattice network, transient, first order and second order, steady state analysis, resonance, basic filter, mutual inductance, graph theory, and what locus diagram. Okay, now just I'm going to start with what first topic, that is what basics of network, guys. So what is the electrical circuit? What is electrical circuit? Simple, it is a connection of what electrical elements. Electrical elements are what? Resistor, inductor, and what? Capacitor. These are the passive elements. These are passive elements, right? What is the unit here? Ohm, Henry, Farad. Then second is what? Voltage source. Active element is what? Voltage source. So we are representing like this. This is the voltage source, DC voltage source, right? When we are representing like this, AC voltage source. And then in particular numerical, if this is the symbol, so it may be AC or what? DC. This is a generalized signal. It is for AC. It is for what? DC. These are the active sources or what? Current sources. This is the current source. Now these all are what? Symbol for what? Independent sources. What is the symbol for dependent sources? Like this. Okay, this is for voltage source, this is for current source. Okay, so when we are connecting these elements, then this is called what? Electrical circuit. For example, very simple thing, this is the resistor, this is inductor, and we have just connected one source. This is a V. So it may be DC or it may be AC because it is generalized. For example, it is written only 5 volt. So it is what? DC signal. 5 volt means it is a DC signal. Suppose it is written here 5 sine of 2t. 5 sine of 2t. So this is the omega t. Then it is what? AC signal. Okay, so if this is given plus minus, then it is a 5 volt, or it is a mention here 5 volt DC signal, or this is the 5 sine of 2t AC signal. So this type of circuit is called electrical circuit. Very simple. We have to solve question on this. Then an electrical circuit as an interconnection of electrical elements. Then guys, first First thing, in next class we will get the idea about resistor, inductor, capacitor, series connection, parallel connection, voltage division, current division. But here, what is charge? So charge is an electrical property of atomic particles of which matter consists, measured in coulombs. तो ये coulombs में we are measuring first of all what is the charge of an electron, right? Smallest unit, that is what 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is the large unit of charge. So normally we are using the unit what? Picocoulomb. Picocoulomb means 10 to the power minus 12. Microcoulomb 10 to the power minus 6. It is 1 microcoulomb is equivalent to 10 to the power minus 6. 1 picocoulomb is equivalent to 10 to the power minus 12. Or what? Nanocoulomb. 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. Okay. And then in 1 coulomb, number of electrons is 1 divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19, and you will get in 1 coulomb how many number of electrons? 6.24 into 10 raised to the power 18. These are the number of electrons, guys. So 6.24 and so on. Normally charge represent as picocoulomb, nanocoulomb and microcoulomb. Normally in for example in electronic devices or in analog, when we are getting the questions in a microcoulomb, right? Normally in microcoulomb, nanocoulomb or what, that it is in picocoulomb. तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में वैसे भी कम चार्ज की हम लोग बात करते हैं. इन ऑलवेज रिमेंबर गाइस, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मींस व्हाट? ब्रेन पावर. And in electrical we are dealing with power electronics. So power electronics is what? Muscle power. Or what is the electronics? Brain power. So we are dealing with what? 10 volt, 12 volt, 24 volt. और वहां डील करते हैं what? Kilovolt, 11 kilovolt line. तो ये difference है, that is the basic difference between electronics and electrical. So this is a charge, right? Very very basic thing. Is there any doubt? The charge of electron 1.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 19. All other charges are what? Integral multiple of what? This charge. Simple. सबसे smallest unit है ये, बाकी सब इसी के multiple पर आएंगे. ये हो गया basic about what? Charge. Then electrical current. If you find any difficulty, write the comments. Okay. Then current. What is current? Simple. The rate of change of what? Charge. That is what? dq by dt. What is the unit here? 1 coulomb per second. Ampere, 1 ampere. Electric current is the time rate of change of charge measured in ampere. dq by dt. Then what is the voltage? The voltage between 2 points A and B is in electrical circuit is the energy needed to move a unit charge from A to B. Right? For example, if you want to move to one charge particle from this point to this point, and how much energy is required, like W is the energy required for that, then what is the voltage? That is given by W by dq, right? This is the rate of change of energy with respect to what? Charge, or simply the energy required to move the 1 coulomb charge from point A to what? Point B. आपने देखा होगा जब हम लोग को एनर्जी निकालना है, कहीं आपने सॉल्व किया तो दैट इज हम लोग लिखते हैं QV, ये फॉर्मूला. एंड व्हाट इज द यूनिट हियर? जूल. We are going to use this formula, what? QV. For example, in capacitor, what is the energy stored? If you have to find what is the total energy stored, then again we will use this formula, we will integrate it and to find the energy stored in the capacitor. Okay, so ये है QV. And then what is the power? Power is the time rate of expanding or absorbing the energy measured in watt. Okay, power. अब normally we are using this formula for power. V into what? I. So V into I. So this is the dW by dt. The rate of change of the energy, dW by dt. We can write like this. dW by dq into what? dq by dt. Same thing. What is the dW by dq? V, voltage. What is the dq by dt? Current. So power is nothing but product of what? Voltage and current. Actually the power is this one. but we can write like that, dw by dq and dq by dt, and that's why normally in network or in circuit theory we are calculating the power by using this formula, v into what? I. V into I. Then then we will solve some questions, guys. So we are going to solve some questions on this. तो क्या है ये पावर? What is the passive sign convention? What is the passive sign convention here? Let this is any element. It may be resistor, it may be inductor, it may be capacitor. Suppose we have to calculate the power. We have to calculate the power. Right? It may be resistor, it may be inductor, it may be capacitor, it may be voltage source, it may be current source, and you have to calculate the power. Now I am going to give you the concept here. Then first of all, what is the sign convention here? Passive convention, power, to calculate the power. For example, it is plus, it is minus. Let this is the voltage V and current enter through the plus, leaving the minus, and we have to calculate the power. Then power is given by V into I, positive. Power is what? V into I, that is the positive. When this is positive, current enter through the plus, leaving the minus, V and I, then it is what? Positive. If it is positive means that particular element, it may be inductor, it may be resistor, it may be capacitor, it may be voltage source, current source, right? It will absorb the power. It will absorb power. What is the meaning of the absorbing power? Absorb power means if it is resistor, there will be dissipation of the power. Are you getting my point? If it is a resistor, this is plus, this is minus, this is V, this is current I. There is a dissipation of the power because resistor can't store the power, V into I. It will dissipate the power. But if it is capacitor, this is plus, this is minus, this is V, and that is I. Remember this sign, plus, minus, V, I, and current enter through the plus, leaving the minus. Then this capacitor will store the energy. So what is the meaning of the absorbing power? Means it is a generalized term. In case of resistor, it will dissipate the power. In case of non-dissipative element like inductor or capacitor, they will store the power. Okay, this point is clear. So this one capacitor will store the power, store the energy, or inductor will store the energy. Why? Because it is a non-dissipative elements. So remember the sign here, plus, minus, current will enter like this. Then, for example, let this is minus, this is plus, this is V volt, and current enter like this. Enter through the negative, leaving the positive. Enter through the negative, leaving the positive means what is the power? Minus Vi. This is a sign convention. Okay, minus Vi. It will deliver the power. Deliver the power. Okay, for example, normal circuit, everyone give me the answer for this question. Let this is the 10 volt battery. It is a 2 ohm resistor. It is a 3 ohm resistor. Okay. Now guys, tell me, very simple question. First question, find current. I. Okay, then calculate the power P1. What is the power delivered or absorbed by the first battery? This is the first element. This is the second element, and that is the third element. P1, P2, and what? P3. And mention whether it is absorbed or what delivered. Absorbed or delivered. Everyone, give me the answer. This is a very simple circuit. 10-volt battery is given. 2 ohm, 3 ohm. I, whether it is positive or negative, and what is the power delivered or absorbed. बताइए जरा क्या होगा. One element, second element, third element. Tell me what about the first element? It will deliver the power or it will absorb the power. Second element, it will deliver the power or absorb the power. Third element, it will deliver or absorb. And how much power? Okay. Resistor will dissipate the power. Very simple question. Now, first, very simple, we will calculate the current. So current means what is the equivalent resistor? These two resistors are in series. So 3 plus 2, 5. Voltage upon R equivalent. Value of the voltage 10. 2 plus 3, that is the in a series connection. So what is the current here? 2 ampere. Right? 2 ampere. Everyone try to understand that. Very simple question. Then about 2 ohm. This is the 10-volt battery. This is the direction of the current. About 2 ohm, it will develop a voltage V. That is the V1. About 3 ohm, again it will voltage develop V2. This is the 2, this is the 3. So what is the value of the V1? Resistor, value of the resistor and current. 2 into value of the current is the 2. Value of the resistor is 2 ohm, 4 volt. What is the V2? IR2. 2 into 3, that is the 6 volt. So what is the total voltage? 10 volt. What is the voltage here? 4 volt. What is the voltage here? 6 volt. So total is what? 10 volt. Now, if you want to calculate the power, now we have I. Enter through the plus, leaving the minus. Enter through the plus, leaving the minus. Enter through the minus, leaving the plus. Yes. तो पावर कैलकुलेट पैसिव साइन कन्वेंशन, ये आपको ना सिली मिस्टेक अवॉइड करना है. I have chosen a very simple question, very simple question, but you have to avoid the silly mistakes. Now this is I have calculated the voltage plus minus, and this is the minus and what plus, and that's why the first power P1. What is the P1 across this particular element? Minus V1 into what? I1. V1 into I. What is the value of the V? This one, 10 volt. Into what is the value of the current? 2. 20 watt. So battery will deliver the power because it is negative. It will deliver the power. Current through the negative and positive to deliver. Then P2. Voltage across that V. That this is a simple VI. V1 into I. What is the value of the voltage here? 4 positive into 2, 8 watt. It will absorb the power. It will absorb, or power is dissipated across the resistor because it can't store it. Then again positive. What is the value of that resistor? Right, and what is the value of the voltage? 6 volt. Current to 12 watt. Okay. Now first element will absorb, it deliver negative. Power absorb or what? Dissipated. Same word, dissipated across the register. Dissipated across the register. Now, what is the total summation here? Tell me. If suppose you are going to add the power, what is the summation? Total 3 elements are here. Pi. P1 plus P2 plus P3. So minus 20 plus 8 plus 12, what is the total? 0. So remember, power delivered is equal to what? Power absorbed. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Power delivered by the battery is what? 20 watt. And what is the power dissipated across this register and that register? Total power is what? 20 watt. So total summation of these power should be equal to what? 0. Which theorem? Give me the name of that theorem. चलो सबके सब बताओ भाई. What is the name of this theorem? Total summation of the power delivered plus what? Absorbed should be equal to what? 0. ठीक है. ये एकदम से, ये बहुत बार नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स ये क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट ऐसे ही आ गया. थियोरेटिकल इन इसरो एग्जाम, इन इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज एग्जाम. ओके, तो ये है सिंपल सा पावर. वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन. Is there is any doubt guys about the sign convention or any other thing? Is there is any doubt? कुछ भी you can ask. No doubt is silly doubts. In a 1 or 2 classes you can ask any type of doubts. If you find any difficulty regarding the resistor, inductor or capacitor, then we will start with what? Very conceptual topics. Okay. ये clear है एकदम? Delivered, dissipated. Now, be careful about the signs. Then, now guys, give me the answer. The total charge entering a terminal is given by 5t sine of 4 pi t millicoulomb. Calculate the current at t equal to 0.5 second. Calculate the current at t equal to 0.5 second. Okay. So what is given here? The total charge entering a terminal is given by 5t sine of 4 pi t millicoulomb. Calculate the current at t equal to 0.5 second. Suppose we have to calculate the current. Remember, current is what? dq by dt. dq by dt. So you have to differentiate it. You have to differentiate the formula, that is the 5t sine of 4 pi t millicoulomb. And remember, it is a millicoulomb means what? It is a 10 to the power minus 3. If suppose you are not going to put the 10 to the power minus 3, then answer will be in milliampere. आपने अगर कन्वर्ट नहीं किया तो आंसर किस में आएगा? मिली एम्पियर में आंसर आएगा. ओके, तो डिफरेंशिएट इट. जो भी है आप इसे डिफरेंशिएट कीजिए. 5t sin of 4 pi t. Then what is the differentiation? 5 is constant. You have to differentiate. Remember, it is in millicoulomb, or you can write like this, into 10 to the power minus 3. So you can also take it what common, 10 to the power minus 3. So this is in what? Ampere. Now it is in ampere. What is the differentiation? First differentiate it, this dt. What is the differentiation of t? 1. It will become 1 sine of 4 pi t plus t. Now what is the differentiation of sine? 4 pi cos of 4 pi t. Am I correct? So that is the two terms, first term, second term. The differentiation of first term, then differentiation of second term, 4 pi sine of 4 pi t. Now this is the formula for I. अब आपको क्या रखना है? In the terms of t, that is a 0.5. 0.5. So what is the answer here? It is given 2.5. All other students, please give me the answer. What is the answer for this question? JS, you have given the 2.5 milliampere. Okay, I will check. Everyone, every question is important. Every question is important. Use your pen and copy. Not calculator तो allowed ही नहीं है, तो calculator छोड़ दो. तो अब आप देखो यहाँ आ गया. Simply put the 0.5. It is in radian, guys. Remember, it is not in degree. It is in radian. When it is in radian, 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. T 0.5 multiplied with this, it will become sine of 2 pi. Sine of 2 pi plus 0.5 into what? 4 pi cos of 2 pi. Cos of what? 2 pi. Okay. Now tell me, what is the sine of 2 pi? 0. Sine of 360 degree is what? 0. And what is the cos of 2 pi? 1. Cos of 2 pi is what? 1. This one is 1. Cos of 2 pi. Then it will be 0. So this is the 2 pi. 2 pi multiplied with the 5, 10 pi. So what is the answer for I here? ठीक है ना? 2 into 5, that is the 10 into 10 raised to power minus 3 ampere, or we can say 10 pi milliampere. 10 pi milliampere. This is clear to you? Yes, Jayesh, your answer is correct. तो all other students, क्या बन रहा है या नहीं बन रहा है भाई? थोड़ा सा कम्युनिकेशन का प्रॉब्लम है ये मुझे. आई हैव नो आइडिया वेदर इट इज इंग्लिश बैच और हिंदी बैच और बोथ है, हिंदी और इंग्लिश. इट इज माई फर्स्ट क्लास, नो प्रॉब्लम. और वो हो जाएगा 1-2 दिन में, सब हिंदी और इंग्लिश मैच हो जाएगा. लैंग्वेज की कोई प्रॉब्लम है किसी को? आई विल ट्राई टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. तो नॉर्मली ड्यूरिंग कैलकुलेशन we are doing silly mistakes. We have to differentiate or integrate the signals. So when we are doing the differentiation, suppose that is given here, so remember this is in radian. This is in what? Radian. Okay, तो यहाँ पर रेडियन में निकालोगे तो आपको पता है sin 360 degree is what, और sin 2 pi is what? 0, cos 2 pi is what? 1, and then you can calculate. ओके तो भाई एक बार जरा कमेंट्स करना. ऑल आर रेडी फॉर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द टोटल चार्ज एंटरिंग अ टर्मिनल इज गिवन बाय 10, राइट? एंड नाउ देन 10 minus 10 e raised to power minus 2t millicoulomb. Calculate the current at 0.5 seconds. Very simple question. चलिए, I am going to give you the 2 minutes. Solve it. Calculated. You can't use the calculator. Okay, find the value of e raised to power, but next time you have to remember what is the value of the e raised to power minus 1, e raised to power minus 2. Okay, within 2 minutes. Good. All other students, aspirants, क्या बात है? अर्ली मॉर्निंग दिमाग चल रहा है या नहीं? Is it too early? अरे 6:30 to 8:30 ना, sufficient time. Okay, now फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल चलो सभी ट्राई कीजिएगा और दो आंसर दो सबके सब. देखो चेक करो आ रहा है या नहीं. तो वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन. यू हैव टू डिफरेंशिएट इट dq by dt. Okay, again it is in a millicoulomb. You will get the answer in what? Milliampere. No problem. So what is the differentiation of a constant term? 10 minus 10 e raised to power minus 2t. 0. And then it will become, this is the 0. This is minus minus plus e raised to power minus 2t only. So what is the differentiation of that? Minus 2. So this is minus minus plus 20 e raised to power minus 2t. This is the general formula in milliampere. milliampere at the time 0.5 second. So put here 0.5 second, 20 e raised to power minus 1, or you can say 20 by e. And remember, what is the value of e raised to power minus 1, e raised to power minus 2, and so on? So it is a e raised to power minus 1. What is the value of the e raised to power minus 1? 0.365 or 367. Okay, so you can put here 0.367, 20 into that, and you will get the value of I. Otherwise, in ISRO examination, normally they will give you the value. Log, for example, e raised to power minus 1. Because calculator not allowed, it is given. Otherwise, you have to remember log 2. Right? For example, log 2 is what? 0.693. Log 3. Natural log. No? This is the natural log. 1 point nearly equal to 1.1. So remember all these values. Okay. Easy. Simple question. Differentiate it. Put the value. And then please take care of what sign here. Plus minus. That is important. यहाँ पे miss करके sign. You will get the wrong answer. If you are going to get the negative answer, means silly mistakes. This is a silly mistake. इसको avoid करना है आपको. अब बताइए. The current flowing through an element is 2 ampere for 0 is less than t is less than 1 and 2t square for t greater than 1. Calculate the charge entering the element from t equal to 0 to t equal to 2 second. You have to calculate the charge. चलिए बताओ कितना आएगा चार्ज अप टू व्हाट 2 seconds. टाइम स्टार्ट नाउ. 2 मिनट में बनाओ जरा. विद इन 2 minutes. अरे बाकी का क्या हाल है? व्हाट अबाउट द रेस्ट? सबको अटेम्प्ट करना है भाई. बाकी लोगों का क्या आंसर आ रहा है बताओ जरा. मैं ही दिख रहा हूं. आप लोग तो मुझे आपको मेरे को कैमरा चालू करवाना पड़ेगा लग रहा है. सब एक्टिव है ना? आर यू ऑन टेबल? यस और नो? पलंग पर बैठे हो, मॉर्निंग में उठकर मोबाइल चालू है. कितने लोग हैं जो पूरा टेबल पे प्रॉपर बैठ के पढ़ रहे हो? अरे किसी जॉब में हो चाहे जो भी हो, है ना? ऑल आर इंजीनियर्स. मैं भी इंजीनियर हूं, आप भी इंजीनियर हो. तो आप टेबल पर बैठिए, प्रॉपर पेन कैलकुलेटर लेकर कैलकुलेटर नहीं सॉरी पेन कॉपी लेकर बैठिए और सॉल्व कीजिए. ठीक है? टेबल पर सोते हुए कोई नहीं पढ़ेगा यार. ये देखो, भले मैं देख रहा हूं नहीं देख रहा हूं, अभी मैं पूछूंगा इनसे कि क्या मैं कैमरा ऑन करवा सकता हूं, यस और नो. आई हैव नो आइडिया. तो क्लास में आपको आना है तो एकदम अलर्ट बैठना है. तो अलर्ट तरीके से बैठिए. सिस्टमैटिक एक अलग रूम में जाइए जहां पे कोई डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होना चाहिए. तभी आप, और मैं आपको लिख कर दे रहा हूं, आप ये एग्जाम निकालोगे. यस और नो? टेल. निकालना है या नहीं निकालना? डू यू वांट टू क्लियर दिस एग्जाम? बिल्कुल क्लियर करना है ना? तो 2-3 चीजें बस. लाइव सेशन अटेंड करो. ट्राई टू अटेंड द लाइव सेशन. ओके. ट्राई टू डू ऑल द असाइनमेंट्स, होमवर्क. Make your own notes, short notes, no problem. If you are not able to make the detailed notes, make the short notes, formula notes. Try to solve all the questions, assignments questions, homework, and regular live classes. और live classes कैसे? On table. Okay, not on bed and so on. Okay, चलिए अब देखते हैं. इंटीग्रेट करना 4 मिनट हो चुका है. देखो ये ना, ये this is the current flowing in the element, charge entering the element means you have to integrate it. So integrate means what is the charge? Zero to t. Now we have to calculate up to what 2 seconds. To integrate from 0 to 2, but up to 1 it is 2 ampere. Then after that 2t square. तो ये integration हो गया. 0 to 1 2 into dt plus 1 to 2 2t square dt. This is the integration. Then plus what is the integration of that? 4t cube This is the t cube by 3. 1 to 2. Now put the limit here. This is 1, 2 into, that is the 2 by 3 common, 8 minus 1. Please check my calculation. This is the 8 minus 1. ये हो गया. This is what? This is 2 plus 14 by 3. Will become 20 by 3 coulomb. Am I correct? 20 by 3 coulomb. That is what? 6.67. 667 you can say. Yeah, this is a simple calculation. So try to avoid all the calculation mistakes, guys. So integrate it from 0 to 1, then what value, and then you will get the answer. 20 by 3 coulomb. Next question. Okay. An energy source forces a constant current of 2 ampere for 10 seconds flow through a light bulb, right? This is a keyword. An energy source forces a constant current of 2 ampere for 10 seconds to a flow through a light bulb. If 2.3 kilojoule is given off in the form of light and heat energy, calculate the voltage drop across the bulb. Calculate the very simple question. Very simple question. Calculate the voltage drop across that. Okay. Suppose there is one bulb and that is given total energy. And this is the bulb. One energy sources is connected here. An energy source, this is light and it is a voltage source, energy source. What is the current here? 2 ampere. It is given for 10 seconds. Time is given 10 seconds. Light bulb, this is the bulb. 2.3 kilojoule is given off in the form of light and heat. Energy is given 2.3 kilojoule. That is the unit. Calculate the voltage drop across the bulb. What is the voltage drop across the bulb? V. Okay. So कितना आ रहा है? Okay. So first of all, what is given? 2 ampere. Time is given. Energy is given. So what is the energy? Energy is nothing but energy dissipated in the form of light and what? Bulb. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It is in the form of what? Light plus what? Heat energy. So energy is given by power into time. And what is the power? Voltage into current into what? Time. What is the energy dissipated? It is given 2.3 kilojoule. What is the meaning of 2.3 kilojoules? 2300 multiplied with the 1000, you will get the 2300 joule. We have to calculate the voltage. Current is given to for how much time? 10 seconds. Now very simple. What is the voltage across that? 2300 divided by 20. 115 volt. 115 volt, guys. Okay. बहुत ही simple है. Just note. So 115 volt. So what is the total energy dissipated? 2300 kilojoule. What is the energy dissipated? Power into time. What is the power? V into I into time. And now you can calculate the power voltage across the bulb. Any doubt? Anyone? Any doubt? Then you can ask, guys. Okay. If you find any difficulty, then yes, sir. Why we are getting? What is the meaning of that? No doubt is silly doubts. Remember. Okay, you can ask any type of question here. Any type of question. Okay then. Then next one. Tell me, to move a charge Q from point A to point B requires minus 30 joule. Find the voltage drop VAB if the Q is what, 6 coulomb and Q is what, minus 3 coulomb. ठीक है, VAB, how much energy is required? Minus 30 joule is required to move the charge from this point to this point. To move charge Q, and the value of the Q is 6 coulomb, and then value of the Q is what, minus 3 coulomb. Why I have chosen this question? Sometimes confusion with what, sign convention. Sign. So what is the work done? What is the voltage VAB? Simple. So what is the work done? If it is given minus 30, you can use the minus 30, and what is the value? 6 coulomb. It is minus 5 volt. But if the charge is negative, then negative it will become what? Positive. Negative it will become positive. This is the answer for the first question. How much voltage is what voltage drop from A to B? So that is the minus 30 upon 6, that is the minus 5 volt. And then B part, it will become VAB minus 30 upon minus 3, 10 volt. 10 volt is the voltage drop between these 2 points, minus 5 and 10 volt. Yes, this is the right answer. Simple division. So go through the definition, and then you can find the voltage VAB, dW by dQ. Okay, so ये है. अगर ऐसे क्वेश्चन है, then you can solve. No, this is a good question. Find the power delivered to an element at a 3 millisecond. Find the power delivered. Delivered. Remember what is the word here? Here delivered. 3 millisecond. If the current entering its positive terminal is 5 cos of 60 pi t and the voltage is, first question 3I, second question is 3 di by dt. Calculate the power delivered to an element. Now use the sign convention here. If this is the element, this V is given. What is the current entered through the positive terminal? This is the positive, this is the negative. According to the question, current entered through the positive terminal I, this is given, right, and that is V. So what is the power delivered? What is the general formula? V into I, positive, because it is a power delivered, so V into I, according to sign convention, V into I. Now, but this time the voltage is given as what? 3I. It is not independent, it depends upon what? Current. For example, it is a value of the resistor R. What is the R? 3 ohm. For example, it is a resistor. Let the value of the resistor is 3 ohm and this is the current. So what is the voltage across that? Voltage will become 3I. Means it is nothing but a resistor. The element is a resistor, and that's why the voltage drop across the resistor is 3I. And then this is the V into I. Okay, and you have to calculate the power. Then it will become, in first question, clear from this, it is a resistor of 3 ohm, and that's why we are getting the voltage 3I. Power is what? V into I. So in the place of V, we can put what? 3I. It will become 3I square. 3I square, guys. तो कैलकुलेशन थोड़ा सा है, यस, और आपको कैलकुलेट करना है एट व्हाट? 3 मिली सेकेंड. Calculate at 3 millisecond. Okay, calculate it. Okay, tell me, if the voltage is given in form of di by dt, means which element? Resistor, inductor or capacitor? Which type of element? Tomorrow we will discuss what resistor, inductor and capacitor, but if the voltage is given in terms of 3 di by dt, which type of element? Resistor, inductor or what? Capacitor. I am solving the first question. So it is a calculation, but remember in a ISRO exam, they will give you the values of that. So just for your practice, what is the power here? This is the 3. I square means it is the square of that 25 into what? Cos of square, cos square 60 pi of t, right? 60 pi t. Okay, so square of that, and then put the value 3 millisecond. 3 millisecond means 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. But remember, once you are going to put the 3 millisecond means it is in what? Not in degree, that is in radian. Not in degree, that is in what? Radian, guys. And then you can calculate it. तो बताइएगा मुझे वैल्यू क्या है. अब what is the difference between the degree and radian? For example, this is the pi. Pi means what? Equivalent to 180 degree. 2 pi. 2 pi is equivalent to what? 360 degree. Suppose any radian. So what is the 1 radian is equivalent to? Okay. So 180 divided by pi. 1 radian is equivalent to what? 180 divided by pi. That is 57.3. Nearly. To 1 radian you can convert. If the radian is given and if you want to convert it into degree, then it should be multiplied with the 180 divided by pi. Then you can convert the radian into what? Degree. And then you can calculate it. Okay. If it is the answer. Always remember, calculators are not allowed. That's why at the end they will give you the value of cos of this much degree is equal to that much and so on. So answer is given and then you can multiply and then you can find the value, guys. Or it may be positive or it may be negative, but it is a square term, that's why definitely it will be positive value. So please write the answer in comments. So tomorrow I will provide you the answer for this. Okay, you can calculate it, no problem. Very simple question. Put the value here, cos square, first of all t, 3 milliseconds, remember it is a 3 milliseconds means 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3, and then calculate and then find the cos and square of that. Okay, हो जाएगा? Yes or no? If it is inductor of voltage of value 3 Henry, if it is inductor of value 3 Henry, let this is the current I, then what is the voltage drop across the inductor V, and that V is given by L di by dt. L di by dt. So what is the value of the L? 3 Henry di by dt. So this voltage is given 3 di by dt across the element, means that element is nothing but what? Inductor of what? 3 Henry. Inductor of value 3 Henry. So what is the voltage drop across that? 3 di by dt. What is the current I? Then power delivered to an element, again V into I. Okay, what is the V? 3 di by dt and then I. ये हो गया. You can differentiate and first of all find the di by dt also. This is in ampere, no? Remember this is in ampere. 5, what is the differentiation of that? Into 65 sine of with negative sign. This is the because it is a cost. What is the differentiation of that? Sine of 60 pi t, that is with negative sign, into 60 pi, that is the differentiation di by dt. Okay, it is multiplied with the 3 and then again I. So what is the power here? 3 multiplied with the minus 5, this is the di by dt. Into what? Current. $60 pi t. Okay, put the value here, multiply it. Okay, or you can also use this formula, 2 sine a cos a. What is the 2 sine a cos a? Sine of 2a. You can multiply and you can change here and then put the value, use your calculator, put the time here. What is the time here? 3 millisecond. चलिए बनाइएगा, calculation is your part. Calculation, okay, give me the answer. 53.375. Tomorrow I will provide you the answer. Everyone, this is assignment. Without calculator, try to solve question, no problem. Otherwise, in ISRO exam, suppose cos something, it is not possible to calculate without calculator, then ISRO in paper they will give you the value of that particular things, log or what exponential or what sinusoidal signal, they will provide you the value. So don't worry about that. Okay, so please everyone, proper calculation, put the value, differentiate it, now use it and then finally convert and then put the value of time and then calculate it. Okay, so this is assignment for you. Then this one is the question. This is the important question, how to calculate the answer from the graph. The current sketched in the figure flows through the element. This is the current. The charge at t equal to 5 microsecond will be. This is the objective question. 8 nanocoulomb, 10 nanocoulomb, 13 nanocoulomb, 16 nanocoulomb. What is given here? This is the current in milliampere. It is visible. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the current in milliampere on y-axis. And that is the time here. Time here. It is in microsecond. Time, it is in microsecond, and here it is in what? Milliampere. Microsecond, milliampere. And that triangle is given. This is at 2 millimicrosecond. Here value is given 4. And then exactly at 8 it is 0. And this is the case, guys. So this graph is given. The current IT sketched in the figure flows through the element. The charge at t equal to 5 microsecond will be at exactly at 5 microsecond. What will be the charge? So what is the question here? The current sketched in the figure flows through the element. Charge at 5 microsecond. For example, this is the y-axis and this is the x-axis. So what is the charge? B is the answer you have given. Okay, no problem. Watch this. What is the charge here? Integral of what? I dt. Means we have to integrate from 0 to 5 microsecond. Be careful about the units. It is in milliampere, it is in microsecond. When milliampere multiplied with the microsecond, this is the milliampere, means 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, or microsecond means 10 to the power minus 6 second. When it is multiplied, it will become 10 to the power minus 9. So what is the 10 to the power minus 9 means? It is a nanocoulomb. So remember, first of all, that is the unit. So all the answers are given in nanocoulomb, no problem. To 0 to 5 microsecond IDT we have to integrate. Integrate means what? Find the area of the curve. Integration का मतलब ये find the area of the curve. तो चलिए area निकालने के different methods हैं. First method, I think this is visible. Up to 5 microsecond we have to calculate. So first integration means area. We have to find the area up to what 5 microsecond. Now watch it carefully. We have to find the area up to this point. Okay, up to this point, up to 5 microsecond. Now divide it into two parts. There are 2 or 3 different methods, guys. First method, right? First find the total area. Find the total area of this triangle and then subtract the area of this portion. Then you can find this is the area number 1, area number 2, and what is the total area. So what is the area 1 is equal to total minus what 2. It is a very easy method, right? Now guys, remember, you can say sir it is at 2. So how we can find the area here? What is the total area? Half of base from this point to this point. What is the base? Into height. Base into height. So half of base is 8. This is the 8. Height. What is the height? 4. (16 microcoulomb). This is the total area. Now what is the area of this portion? Area of this portion A1, A2, half of base. What is the base here? 8 minus 5, that is the 3, into height. What is the height here? 2. And that's why it is the 3 microcoulomb. So what is the area required? 16 minus 3, that is what? 13 microcoulomb. Is it clear, guys? 13 microcoulomb. This point is clear to you? First of all, tell me. Yes or no? So first of all, calculate the total area. Integration means what area? We have to find the area up to what one? This one, this portion. Okay. Now this is a 13 coulomb. 13 microcoulomb. 13 not microcoulomb, that is in nanocoulomb. Okay, first method. Second method, this is a very conceptual question. Try to understand the second method. Suppose it is given, we have to find up to this point, na? Area up to this point. Then let this is the A1, this is the A2. A1 and A2. So A1 is what? A triangle. This is a triangle. A1 is the triangle. Up to this point it is a triangle. So area of triangle, we have the idea half of base into height. Now this is what? Trapezoidal. So area, total area, we have to calculate A1 plus A2. For triangle, A1 is equal to half of base. What is the base here? 2. What is the height here? 4. 4 nanocoulomb. Okay, up to this point the area is 4 nanocoulomb. What is the area of the trapezoidal? This is the height A, this is the leg B, this is called B, this is A, and this is the perpendicular distance between these two. So what is the area for the trapezoidal, half of A plus B, opposite sides, and the perpendicular distance between these two, and that is also called the height. So what is the half A? What is this length? 4. What is the B here? 2. And what is the height here? 5 minus 2. What is the perpendicular distance between these two lines? 5 minus 2, that is the 3. So it will become half of 6 into 3, that is what? 9 nanocoulomb. So what is the total area A1 plus A2? 4 plus 9, that is a 13 nanocoulomb. 13 nanocoulomb. So you can find like that, trapezoidal. But what is the doubt here? Is it clear, everyone? Your comments कीजिएगा yes or no. Is it clear? There are two ways to find the area. First, A1 and A2. Then second, total area minus that. This one. Okay. Okay then. But here, try to understand. If this is given here, without graph, without graph it is given. Only this much information. Try to understand what I want to say. This much information is given, and find, this is the milliampere, this is the T, this is 2 is given at 2. What is the value here? 4. At 8 it is 0. It is visible here, it is a 0 at 8, right? Like this question, this is the 2, but only this much is given. Find charge up to 5 microsecond. Up to 5 microsecond. Then how we can calculate? Nothing, graph is not given, only this type of diagram is given. And you have to find up to what? 5 microsecond. Okay. So वहाँ क्या था? Here it is visible that exactly at 5 microsecond, what is the value here? 2. Is it visible? Exactly at 5 microsecond, the value is 2 here. But in this graph, it is not, we have no idea exactly at 5, what is the value here. That this is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here it is a 5. But exactly what is the value at 5 microsecond? It is not given in the question. That is not given in the question. We have to find a value at 5 microsecond. Then we can find the area. Guys. So how we can find what is the value at 5 microsecond? First of all, if this is given, then remember how we can find the slope of these lines. What are the slopes? That the slope of this portion is m1 and the slope of this portion is m2. So what is the slope? y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So m1 is equal to y2, 4 minus 0 upon 2 minus 0. So this is a 2 milliampere per second. That is the slope. In one step, in two step, if it will increase by the 4, so in one step it will increase by what? 2. So that is the slope, positive slope. What is the slope? M2. y2 minus y1. What is the y2? 0. What is the y1? 4. What is the time here? 8. This is the x2. And what is the time? 2. So it will become minus 4 by 6. So what is the slope here? Minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3. Negative slope. It is given. It is a negative. It is decreasing. And that's why this slope is negative and that slope is what? Positive. This slope is negative and that slope is positive. Now, if it is asked, what is the equation here? Equation for the current from 0 to 4, then 4 to what? 8. Remember, what is the equation of the line y is equal to mx plus c? Y is equal to mx plus c. So c is the interception with the y-axis. C is the interception with the y-axis. Now we have the slope 2 and minus 2 by 3. Okay. So what is the equation of the current here? If you have the slope 2 and minus 3, then what is the equation of the current here? So I is equal to m1t plus c. So first of all, what is the slope here? 2. The slope is 2 here. And what is the interception with the y-axis? 0. 0 is the, so this will become I is equal to 2t. And this formula is valid up to what? 0 to 2 microsecond. 0 to 2 microsecond. Second, I is equal to m2t plus c. So what is the slope here? m2. m2 is what? Minus 2 by 3t. This is the slope is minus 2 by 3. We have calculated 2 by 3 plus c. Now tell me, what is the value of c? Tell me guys, what is the value of c? Interception with the y-axis. क्या होगा? जल्दी से बताओ जरा. What is the value of c? Now, just to find the value of c, we have the different formula. Exactly to find the value of c, exactly at t equal to 8. Exactly at t equal to 8 microsecond. What is the value of current? 0. So you can put here minus 2 by 3 into 8 plus c. So what is the value of the c here? 16 by 3. What is the value of the c? 16 by 3 milliampere. 16 by 3. Okay. In this way we can find the value of c. Or second, at t equal to 2, what is the value here? 4. Again you can find the value. Sorry. Or at t equal to 2, what is the value? 4. Right here 4, t equal to what? 4, or here you can put the 2. Then again find the value. What is the value of c? Then c will become, this is the 4 plus 2 by 3 into what? 2. Value is 2. So this is the 12. Again you will get the c is equal to 16 by 3. So we have the two options. First one, second one. In this way you can find the equation. Sometimes they may ask what is the equation of the current or so on. So here, so in this case the equation is slope is minus 2 by 3t plus what? 16 by 3. 16 by 3 is the interception here. Now tell me, can you find the value at 5 microsecond? What is the value at 5 microsecond exactly? So if you want to find the value at 5 microsecond, what is the value at 5 microsecond? It is not given here. 5 microsecond. Put the 5 microsecond and then find the value of I. at a t equal to 5 microsecond, the value of I is equal to minus 2 by 3 into 5 plus 16 by 3. So it will become this is the value 2 milliampere. Are you getting my point, everyone? What I want to say? ये देखो इस ग्राफ में in particular numerical, if this type of matrix is given, you can directly find the value is what 2. This is the value at 5 microsecond, it is the 2. But in this type of graph, we have no idea what is the value at 5 microsecond. So first of all, you have to find the slope. Then from the slope, get the equation, put the time here, and then you can find what is the value at this point 2. Now we have the graph, complete graph. We have to find up to the charge up to the 5 microsecond. The value is what 2 here. This is the A, this is the B. You can find the area A1, area A2 or total area, or you can use all the formula. ठीक है ना? So first, what is the value at 5 microsecond is more important. Then you can use this formula. Yes, a required area is equal to total area minus this one, A3. Or you can find the what A1 plus A2. Okay, this is the value. Without the value at 5 microsecond, you can't calculate the area actually. Is there any shortcut? Yes. Oh, anyone can ask any type of doubts, na? Karthik, sir, can you explain that slope section again? Okay. Slope section means, first remember, what is the equation of the line here? Y is equal to mx plus c. I think this is clear to you. Y is equal to mx plus c. So how we can calculate the slope? What is the formula? Y2 minus y1. Y2 is the 4, y1 is the 0 upon x2 minus x1, 2 minus 0. In this way, we can find the slope of this line is 2. Then what is the slope? It is a negative slope because it is decreasing. Y2 is 0 minus y1 4, 0 minus 4 upon x2 minus x1. So x2 minus x1. So this is the negative slope. First you will get the slope, or directly you can also calculate. In a 2 step, it will increase by the 4. So in 1 step, it will increase by what? 2. And that's why the slope is 2. In how many steps? 6 step, it will decrease by 4. So in 1 step, it will decrease by directly. In a 6 step, this is the 8 minus 2. In a 6 steps, it will decrease by the 4. In 1 step, it will decrease by minus 4 by 6. That is what minus 2 by 3. So directly you can give the slope. No need to write the formula here. Okay. First to find the slope. Then second, write down the equation here. Equation, general equation is, this is y. Y is equal to mx plus c. So this is the, what is the xt? M1t plus c. So what is the interception here? 0. So directly you can say the equation for the line is what? M1 plus c. So this is the equation here, 2t. Directly you can say that this is the 2t. This is the first equation. Second, m2t plus c. So what is the slope here? Minus 2 by 3. But we have no idea about the c. Interception with the y-axis. So how we can find? So interception means we have the answer. We have the value. Exactly at t equal to 8. What is the value here? 0. So put here 0. Put here 8. You can find the value of c. Finished. Or what? Exactly at 2. What is the value? 4. So because this is the equation of the line, to put the t equal to 4, what is the value of I? Sorry, put the t equal to 2, what is the value of I? 4. Put here 2. I is equal to 4, again you will get the same answer, 16 by 3. Is there is any difficulty? No. Now we have the equation, this type of equations. Okay, so ये आ गया. Then 1 minute, this is not over. First I, you can define like this. What is the value of the I to t? For 0 is less than t is less than what? 2 microsecond. Up to 2 microsecond, what is the equation? 2t. What is the equation of this line? 2t. Milliampere. It is written here milliampere. And then it will become minus 2 by 3t plus 16 by 3 milliampere. And what is the time here? 2 microsecond up to what? 8 microsecond. So these are the equations, guys. So you can represent the current like this. This one, this one. Okay. Now we have to calculate the value up to what? 5 microsecond. What is the charge up to 5 microsecond? So in place of calculating the area, we can integrate it. In place of calculating the area, we can integrate. At the end, I will give you the shortcut. Wait for 2 minutes. So you can integrate it. Again, if you are integrating, so what is the integration of this? So you can charge integration from 0 to 2, integration of that. Then what? 2 to 5, integration of this. dt. Then guys, what is the q here? Integration of that 2t square by 2, 0 to 2, plus integration of that minus 2 by 3 t square by 2, 2 to 5, plus integration of this 16 by 3 t 2 to 5. Okay, then watch this. This 2 is cancelled. T square 2, that is the 4, plus this 2 cancel. Okay, this will become what? 5 into 5, 25 with negative sign, and then it is what? 2. So 25 minus 4, 21 by 3. 21 by 3 is nothing but 7. And then it will become 5 minus 2, 3, 3 cancel, plus 16. There you go. 16 plus 4, 20, minus 7. Again we will get what? Minus 13 microcoulomb. Are you getting my point? To find I at t equal to 5, triangle concept, similar triangle concept we can use. Okay, yes. Acha, you are using the trigonometry maths. Similar triangle concept. I am giving you the shortcut, no problem. This is the 13 microcoulomb. So by integration you can also find nanocoulomb, sorry. By integration you can also find the value. Is there any doubt in integration? But it is a very lengthy method. Area method of finding the area is very easy, but when we are integrating, it is a too much lengthy. 13 nanocoulomb again we are getting. First of all, find the equation and then so on. Okay. Then, so area means A1, A2 and A3, or otherwise you can integrate up to what? 5 microsecond. I think this integration is clear. Put the limit and integrate it. Now finally shortcut. Just quick response for this question. Last. देखो कैसे एरिया ही निकालना है, लेकिन this value is not known to us. This value is not known to us. This is given. Only this much information is given. This line is also not given. This is the value. Or this is in microsecond, time in microsecond. It is in milliampere. It is given. You have to find up to what? 5 microsecond. Up to what? 5 microsecond. Nothing is given. Now, we have to find the value at 5 microseconds. So first of all, watch it. In a one step, try to understand. What is this? In a 6 step, it will decrease by what? 4. So this is the 8 minus 2. This is the 6. It is the 6. And it will decreases from by value 4. So in one step, it will decrease by, in one step, it will decrease by 4 by 6, 2 by 3. So in one step, it will decrease by 2 by 3. So for example, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 4, this is 5. So how many steps from 2 to 5? Tell me. How many steps from 2 to 5? 3 steps. Right? 2, 5 minus 2, that is the 3 steps. So in one step, if it will decrease by the 2 by 3, in a 3 steps, it will decrease by what? 6 by 3. In one step, decrease by 2 by 3. So in a 3 step, 2 by 3 into 3, that is what? 2. Yes? So now, what is this? 4. 4 minus 2. What is the value at 5 microsecond? Tell me. 2. Finished? Is it clear? Very, very simple. Now, quick calculation. Quick calculation. From this point to this point. So, you can quickly find the value at what? 3 microsecond, 4 microsecond, 5 microsecond, 6 microsecond, 7 microsecond, 8 microsecond. At everywhere you can find the value. Okay, so yeah, simple. This is clear to you? अब आपको क्या करना है? If you want to get the command over that, if you want to get the command over that, this, find a quick value at 1 microsecond, at 2 microsecond, at 3 microsecond, at 4, at 5, at 6, at 7. So quickly, exactly, if this graph is extended, for example, I am going to extend this graph this side. Can you tell me, it will cut the y-axis at which point? At the y-axis at which point? Same graph, this graph. Yes, in one step, it will decrease by what? 2 by 3 when we are moving in positive direction. So when we are moving in negative direction, it will increase by 2 by 3. It will increase by the 2 by 3. So how many steps? This is 1, this is 2. So total from this point to this point, total 2 steps. In 2 steps, it will increase by what value? 2 steps, it will increase by 2 by 3 into 2, that is the 4 by 3. Okay? 4 by 3. Now, what is the value at this point? 4 plus 4 by 3. So, what is the value at this point? C is equal to 4 plus 4 by 3. This is nothing but 16 by 3. So what is the interception at y-axis, guys? What is the interception at y-axis for this particular line? 16 by 3. Or directly you can get the equation for this line. What is the equation for this line? Y is equal to mx plus c. So what is the slope here? What is the slope here? Minus 2 by 3 into t. What is the interception here? 16 by 3. Finished. This is the equation. Is there any need to calculate the equation directly or find the value of c? No, directly from the graph. How many steps back side, how many steps front side, and so on. तो कहीं भी वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एग्जैक्टली एट 8, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू? 0. तो एग्जैक्टली एट 7, we are moving 1 step behind. It will increase by the 2 by 3. So what is the value at the 7? Tell me, quickly tell me, what is the value at the 7? What is the, if it is 0, we are moving backside, and the slope of this line is 2 by 3, negative. We are moving backside, so it will increase. So what is the value at 7? 2 by 3. What is the value at 6? 4 by 3. What is the value at 5? 6 by 3. What is the 6 by 3, guys? 2. Finish. What is the 6 by 3? 2. Now, are you comfortable, everyone? Are you comfortable with this? So, just what I want to say, directly at every point, if this is not given, I can find a value at everyone. If it is given, this is the 4, this is 0. So what is the, this is 2, okay. What is the value here? I can directly, this is the, in one step it will increase by the 2. That's why exactly at 1, the value of this is what? 2. Now, 8, it is 0. This is 4, this is 2, 8. So what is the slope? 2 by 3. So exactly at 7, it will become 2 by 3. Exactly at 6, it will become 4 by 3. Exactly at 5, it will become 6 by 3. This is the 5, this is the 4, 8 by 3, 3, 10 by 3, and 2, 12 by 3. And what is the 12 by 3, guys? 4. Any doubt? Last, okay. Now just time to give me the give the assignments. Is it clear, guys? Slope is 2 by 3. I'm moving backside. And that's why it is 2 by 3, 4 by 3, 6 by 3, 8 by 3, 10 by 3, 12 by 3. Or what? Suppose you are going to extend it, 14 by 3. Or what is the interception at the y-axis? 16 by 3. Interception at the y-axis is what? 16 by 3. तो देखो, इजी है एरिया कैलकुलेट करना, लेकिन एरिया कैलकुलेट करने से पहले आपको पता तो होना चाहिए यहाँ पर वैल्यू क्या है. आप बोलोगे सर दिख तो रहा है, नहीं दिखेगा. इन क्वेश्चन, जो भी क्वेश्चन आएगा उसमें ये ग्राफ नहीं देगा. इस तरह से आपको निकालना होगा वैल्यू. यहाँ पर कितनी वैल्यू, यहाँ कितनी वैल्यू है, यहाँ कितनी वैल्यू, एंड सो ऑन. ओके, तो चलिए, नाउ टाइम फॉर असाइनमेंट्स. This is the question from what ISRO paper, guys. So tomorrow we will discuss RLC. An ideal constant current source is connected in series with an ideal constant voltage source. Considering both together, the combination will give. This is the previous year question of ISRO. Okay, so very, very basic question, but now try to give me the answer for this one. This is assignment. So guys, this is our first class, na? So some students are new, some students are not familiar with me, and I'm not having the idea about which type of language I have to use, whether it is English or Hindi or English. Okay, it is a which batch, Hindi batch or English batch, no idea. So I'm just trying to give you the concept. I think everything is fine. If suppose you are finding any difficulty, then write the comments here. No problem. You can ask any type of doubts, but that is my humble request. Please make proper notes. Please practice the question. Please practice the slope, how to get the equation of the lines, how to integrate, how to differentiate. We are not going to get direct question from that, but integration and differentiation will help you. Okay, trigonometry, similar triangle. Yes, you can use the concept of similar triangle because we have to solve question as quickly as possible. Right answer आना चाहिए, method genuine होना चाहिए, और method अगर आप apply कर रहे हो doesn't matter. सही आंसर आना चाहिए और पता होना चाहिए आपको क्या कॉन्सेप्ट यूज कर रहे हो. कुछ भी आप यूज कर सकते हो, आप कैसे भी क्वेश्चन बना सकते हो. मैंने एक ही क्वेश्चन को देखो 5 मेथड से बता दिया अलग अलग. ओके, होप यू हैव एंजॉयड द सेशन एवरीवन. तो बी आंसर टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस. ओके जस, टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस दिस क्वेश्चन. देन थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर अटेंडिंग द सेशन. So just we have started our journey towards ISRO examination. एक लास्ट बता दो, कितने लोग हैं जिसमें टॉप रैंक अचीव करना चाहते हो? यार हम अपना काम करेंगे, वी आर गोइंग टू गिव अवर एफर्ट्स, डोंट बॉदर अबाउट द रिजल्ट्स, बस फिर भी एक टारगेट तो सेट करना है ना. तो वी वांट टू क्लियर दिस, यस और नो? ओके देन, थैंक यू.